Jay-Z said it best. People only emulate the end result, right?
So you become a craft helper. How was that experience once you actually got into DWP?
The water and power aspect of it, getting in, it just prepared you as far as the helper position. It prepared you to move on with different venues in the water and power. Like I know heading in, I didn't really knew a lot, but I took every opportunity that I could. I worked every hour that was available to me. Every day that God made, that was a working day. I made it my duty to show up to work, because after a certain amount of experience, you could take certain tests. So, which was my route, taking the apprenticeship, and I was a helper for about almost 2 years. The exam program is roughly 18 years, 18 months, my bad. You have a window before you get terminated, except if you get extended. I was fortunate enough to test before the 18 months and also got extended. I was a helper for about roughly 2 years. And in the beginning, I did not know anything about underground. In climbing school, all you were taught is climbing poles. Never seen an elbow before, never see what a pad mat was, never know what certain things were underground. And as soon as I was done with my first orientation with electrical craft helper, well, exam helper and water and power, I got sent to the field, and the last 12 months was all underground. It was challenging because I do not know what an elbow is. I do not know what a pad mount is. I don't know what a plug and receptacle is. I do not know what a J-box is. While I'm gonna work my ass off, right, and retain and learn as much as I can at that point. And the people that I work with, they contributed to that. So I take it upon myself now, being a journey level worker, to pay it forward, because someone at one point had to show me the ropes when I first started.
So you would say the apprenticeship at DWP is what 3.5 years?
That is correct. With lack of injuries or taking time off and just sticking to the script. You don't want to fall behind on time or contribute to your falling back in the class. 3.5 years and then 6 months probation. I would say you're completely done in about 4 years. One, ask questions when in doubt. Don't want to do some goofy stuff and make a fool of yourself. And the other part is more of just, I start pairing stuff a lot, pairing stuff with each other. So if I know I'm gonna install some 2 or 10, I'll make sure I get the P-straps, because he's gonna need something to secure that kind of wire or cable to something. So not just, okay, today we're gonna install a cable, and then you're just like, the cable is not gonna lay on the ground. You need some kind of rig in. You need something to support it. You might need some termination kits. You start just looking at it from a whole, not just like one aspect of it. Today we're gonna splice this cable. You start looking at the voltage. Is it gonna be 4.8? Is it gonna be 34.5? Is it secondary? So what is it that you're really gonna tackle today? If I'm gonna do this splice, is it lead? Is it synthetic? What materials do I need? How much of it do I need? How many spans of it? How many circuits are you gonna be working on? I think it's more just pairing stuff up, right? Making a little note. You have a blueprint to something. Okay, if I'm gonna do 2 circuits today, I know I need 6 kits for X splice, right? And I need X amount of cleaning kits. And then I need to have X amount of batteries charged up, ready to go. You start pairing stuff together to make it make sense. So now next time you do it again, you don't look like it's your first time. You're retaining now, right? That becomes a good asset. I think that helped me a lot too. People say don't take your work home. That's bull.
Man, elaborate.
It's your life. It's your safety. The more you know, the less chance of you getting in the bind or getting yourself involved in an accident. You might be the one stopping the accident from happening. Me taking my work home as a helper and trying to be abreast for the next day. Hey, what we doing tomorrow? Okay. I didn't just ask him that just drove home and started watching TV. Go home, get a little post-it, and start studying the spec books. Taking your work home is right next to taking yourself home. Your crew members going home safe, and
definitely, that's some great advice. I do the same thing. I always dry my jobs out the day before, look at what I need on my material, and have a mental list as well as a written list of what I need. So definitely, man, that's some good game. So being a lineman is very physical. How do you stay in shape?
Making your food be your fuel, I would say. A red meat I haven't ate in about 18 years, and that was before I was even health conscious of anything. It's been about a year and 6 months I haven't ate no animal products. I'm not a vegan, I'm not a vegetarian, but I just opted out to trying something new, trying something different. You know, you start seeing like, man, you know, what you eat is actually affects of how you work. How can you work a 16-hour shift? Productivity, when you know you're not giving your body the right fuel, you staying hydrated for the days. You know, taking your vitamins, just learning your body, I would say. Give yourself a long shot at your career.
What do you say is some of the biggest misconceptions about linemen?
Before, like I said, I never looked at the pole. I didn't really even look up there. Maybe if I even saw a guy on the pole, who was I to determine whether he was a communication guy or lineman, right? I think a misconception is just they're prideful, maybe ego-driven, and maybe rightfully so because of the kind of work you do. The misconception, I think, it's all linemen are like that. I don't think so. If you have those values prior to being a lineman, it's just magnified who you were once upon a time. I don't buy into the misconception of those things because I feel there's different people I've run across. They are great hands and they do their work, and you could see some people on the street and you'll be like, he's a lineman. Then you see another guy and you're like, no way. No way.
No way.
No way. If this guy is not at work and he's screaming to the masses, I'm a lineman, then, you know, then that's ego problems, bro.